Success for me in local journalism would be anything that makes a tangible difference to society, for the good of society. An example of that would be Glasgow Times has run quite a lot of campaigns over the years. We've got a proud history of campaigning, and last year we ran a campaign called Bank on Us, where we put a paper bag into every copy of the Glasgow Times with our branding on it. And this led to 5,000 bags being handed into food banks across the city. So a small but very powerful difference, showing the difference that local journalism can make.
I think the mark of a successful local campaign is when you do something that really gives back to the community. I think local newspapers have a really privileged position, that you're at the heart of a town that you cover or a city. When something big happens, such as the pandemic that we're all experiencing, it's a real occasion where newspapers can kind of step up and help the community. And we really recognised quite early on in the pandemic that there was a real public mood to give something back, particularly to the NHS, which is why I decided to launch our Support Our Guardian Angels fundraising campaign, which raised £500,000 for NHS charities together.
It's important to remember that newspapers are the heart of communities, and the reporters who work on them live in these communities. We live side by side with our readers. We pay the same council tax. We use the same services. We're affected by the same issues. And that's why we're very passionate about the job, and why writing stories is so important to us, because it's our hometown and city as well.
I think for local journalism, success is about reaching the community. It's about doing stories that matter to people, that matter to real people, and that are about real people as well in the community.
It's frustrating for me as a local journalist to hear people say that local newspapers are declining. That's not the case. Local news is as relevant and as in demand as it ever was. All that's changed is the platform. We're moving from print to digital, in the same way that the music business has moved from vinyl to CDs to streaming. It doesn't mean to say that music's no longer relevant or that not loved by people. It just means that people are using a different platform to access it. And it's the same as journalism. In fact, our audience is growing, it's booming. People are participating in our journalism, letting us know what they think about it, passing on their views, their tips, their information.
So the most obvious advantage of digital versus print that I can see is that your stories have almost unlimited reach now. Whereas in the past, in print, you were limited to your circulation area. Your stories can now be seen by anyone, anywhere in the world.
When it comes to digital, it means you can, instead of publishing a story into a box on a page, you can make it explorative. There's lots that you can do with it to make it really engaging for people, and to have a bit more of kind of personal connection sometimes. And it's around, it has a legacy. It's around for a long time. So, if I don't look at it today, I can look at it tomorrow, or I can look at it next week, or I can look at it in 5 years' time, which isn't really the same for print. Once the story comes out in print, it's kind of gone by the next day because there's a whole new paper out.
The benefits of digital have been seen in our online petition. So the petition's been shared widely online throughout the UK. We've had really thoughtful, concerned words from a lot of grandparents, parents, even the students themselves across the country who sort of recognise the sacrifices of these young people. And I think it's made our campaign more visible to people across the country, because of course this is an issue that's not just affecting Bradford, Yorkshire, it's affecting most students everywhere. So it's really given us that space to grow the campaign and get our message heard.
So obviously, it's very critical for local journalism to connect with communities, to build that strong connection with the people they want to report on through analytics, either real-time data or more accurate data on how a product is making an impact on those audiences. And that's digital can provide that, and print can't really.